Good afternoon, boys and girls. It's time for understanding the world. I'm sure you have been having a nice day so far. Okay, let's get into class. Welcome to UW class. And today we'll be talking about mini beasts. Mini beasts. Yes, mini beasts. Don't mind the beast, but they're things or animals and insects that live around us. You see them everywhere. Some of them live on land, some of them live in our houses. Yes, in our houses. Some of them live in water, some of them live in the soil, under the ground, in many different places all around us. We'll learn some special things about them, what makes them different, and what makes them unique. All right, let's go. Okay, I want us to do something. Reach your hand around the middle of your back. Just try. Just try. I know it's not so easy, but yes. What do you feel in the middle of your back? Press gently. Do you feel something? Is it hard? Is it soft? Tell me, what do you feel? Exactly. You can feel your bones. Yes, that's the backbone you're touching. It's also called the spine. Everybody say spine. Spine, fantastic. Your backbone is also called your spine. Because we have a backbone inside our body, it gives us a shape. You know, you can stand right, you can work, you can move your hands. We're not wobbly on the ground like snakes, like worms. Thank you, like worms. Awesome. We have bones in our body and we have a backbone that keeps us standing straight, firm, and erect. Exactly. So the bones give us shape. Humans and animals that have, bones in their bodies are called vertebrates. What did I call them? Vertebrates. Humans and animals that have bones in their body, they are called vertebrates. Okay? And not only do skeletons with backbone prevent vertebrates from leaving a shapeless body blob. Like I said, imagine if we don't have bones, what will we look like? Like, when you put water in a balloon, thank you, the blob, blob, flobby, flobby. We'll all be wobbly, we will not be straight, we will not be firm. But the bones help us to have a shape, to be firm, and to be straight. All right? They also serve an important job of protecting the things that are in our bodies. Like, okay, touch your chest. Can you feel the bones there? Yes, those are your ribs. They help to protect the organs in the body, like your heart, your lungs, all the soft organs in the body. They help to protect the organs in our body. All right? Very good. But you know that, like I said, that we're going to talk about mini beasts. And mini beasts generally, they don't have bones. No, they don't. But they have a form of skeleton. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them don't have skeletons at all. But most of them have a form of skeleton on the outside of their body. Imagine our bones are outside. How are we going to look? Funny, right? Yeah. But the mini beasts have skeletons on the outside. We call that exoskeleton. Exoskeleton. They are animals that have their skeletons on the outside of their bodies, not inside their bodies. All right? Take note of that. Animals that have skeletons on the outside of their body. That means their bones, their protective shield is on the outside, not on the inside like we do. They are also called invertebrate animals. Remember, I said we are vertebrate animals because our bones, our skeletons are inside our bodies. All right? Good. Many beasts, like I said, they are invertebrate animals and they are all around us. We call them different kinds of names, but generally they are called mini beasts or invertebrates, all right? Can I hear you say that? Mini beast or invertebrate. Awesome. And they are usually small creatures. They are mostly small creatures. Some of the smaller mini beasts include examples are worms. Have you seen a worm before? Can you see my worm here? Yeah, very good. That's a worm. All right. That's my worm. Like butterflies, spiders. I know you've seen spiders, you've seen beetles, shrimps, and then some not so small mini beasts. They're not really small, they're relatively big. They're relatively bigger than the average mini beast. We have the lobster, the jellyfish, the starfish. Yes, the starfish is a mini beast. Yes. While these creatures might not seem to have so much in common, they all lack backbones. They might not be, like they might not have so many things in common because they all look different. Look at the pictures, look at the spider, look at the beetle, look at the butterfly. Can you see the shrimps, the worm? They all look different, but the only thing they have in common is they do not have backbones like we do. All humans have backbones. Yes, all animals have backbones. Yes, even snakes, they have bones in the middle, backbones. But these ones do not have backbones. All right, take note of that. Okay, let's look at some facts about mini beasts. They make up over 95% of animals on our planet. Wow. That means there are so many different species of mini beasts. There are many because they are tiny, 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 tiny little bits. But there are lots. There's so many. They're on Earth. They're in the water. They live under the ground. Yes, they live under the ground. Some live on the ground, in grasslands, in forests, in all kinds of regions. There are many. There are so many, okay? That many invertebrates have soft, squishy bodies. Remember, we said their bodies are soft and squishy, and some of them often have hard shells to protect themselves. Some of them often have hard shells, like the snails. Their shells are hard. They use that like a form of protection for them. All right. Some of them do not have heads. Yes, the way they are designed, they don't have heads, like the jellyfish. Some of them don't have heads. And the largest invertebrate is the giant squid. The giant squid. You know what a squid is? Like close to an octopus, but it's relatively different. Like a squid, octopus, and the jellyfish. They have some kind of look-alike, but not exactly. Not exactly. The head of the squid is shaped like the top of a star, and then the lower part is long. Oh, and I didn't get a picture of a squid. Don't worry, I'll show you the picture of a squid. So the largest invertebrate so far is the giant squid. It can grow so big, like bigger than the size of a bus. Can you believe that? Bigger than the size of a bus. Wow, that's big. I can imagine that big without bones. It would be so wobbly and, wobbly and, and sloppy. Very big without bones. Wow. Okay. And some are so tiny that you cannot see with your bare eyes. Yes, they're very, very tiny. You need a microscope, to be able to see them. They're very, very tiny. All right, let's move on. Why and how? Why don't they have skeletons? How do they cope without skeletons? Without skeletons, how do many beasts keep their shape and protect their organs? Remember, I said that the bones help us to keep our shape, to help us stand erect, to stay firm and strong. It helps us, to protect our organs as well. So, how do these mini beasts protect themselves without the bones? There are different types of mini beasts, and they use different strategies and different ways to protect themselves because they don't have backbones. So let's look at it. Look at the first one. What do you see? Can you identify that? Yes, it's a millipede. Awesome. That's a millipede. Have you seen a millipede before? You see how they curl up very quickly when you try to touch them. Exactly. The millipede curls up, rolls itself, and brings out the hard shell to protect itself from prey, and other bigger animals that wants to prey on them. All right. Can you see the scorpion as well? Yes. The scorpion has a very, very sharp stinger in its tail. It uses that to, it can sting you when you want to attack. That's how it tries to protect himself from praise. Can you see the third picture here? This picture. Oh, come down. Okay, don't worry. The third picture, yes. Look at it very closely. What do you see? Sticks. Are they all sticks? Are you sure? Yes, there is actually an insect there. Yes, it's called a stick insect. A stick insect. Yes, the stick insect uses what we call camouflage. It uses because it looks like a stick. It will just stay still and not move, stay put, so that nothing or no other animal will see them when they're there, so they cannot prey on them. So they use their camouflage as a form of protection. They just blend into the sticks or the tree they are on. Look at the last one. So yes, that's an insect. They call it the leaf insect. The leaf. Can you see the other picture beside the leaf insects? Yes, that is a leaf insect on a leaf. If you don't look at it very well, you won't even notice it exactly. That's how they protect themselves. And so many other mini beasts have different ways and different forms they use to protect themselves. Like the snails, when they get threatened, they run into their shells very quickly to protect themselves. All right. Okay, let's talk about insects. Mini beasts. We have insects, we have molecules, we have so many others. But I don't want to stress you to go into that. You learn all about those when you're much older. But let's look at insects. Insects are types of mini beasts with 6 legs. Take note. Insects have 6 legs. They have 3 body parts. An insect must have an antenna. You know the antenna, 1, 2, yes. Remember when we talked about ants? We talked about the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. They have 6 legs and they have 2 antennae. Remember? Very good. They also have the skeleton outside their body. Remember we said that they have the exoskeleton. It is outside their body. All right? The exoskeleton. It is outside their body. For instance, an exoskeleton is like the hard, colorful shell of an M&M. Have you had an M&M before? Yummy, right? Yes, I like it as well. Remember when you put it in your mouth, it's hard. But when you bite on it, what happens? You hear that crunchy crrr, and then you get the chocolate inside. Exactly. That's how it is when you try to smash an ant or a cockroach or an insect. What sound do you hear? Yes, that cracking sound is the exoskeleton of the insect breaking. Ew, right? Have you ever killed a cockroach before? How many of you are scared of insects? Yeah, look at there's a cockroach beside you. I'm just kidding. Let's go on. Okay, so what is common? Take a look at this picture. There's so many mini beasts. What do you see? I see grasshopper, ants. Oh, that's centipede. A bee, a ladybug, butterfly, dragonfly, snail, worm. What else do you see? Slug, a fly. Fantastic. There are so many. There are so many. And what did we say is common? Most of them have exoskeleton. That's their skeleton is on the outside. They do not have bones. They do not have a backbone. All right? They do not have a backbone. All right. Very good. Like crabs, yes. How many of you have had crabs before? Lobsters, you have to crush the hard shell on the back before you can get the flesh on the inside. Yes, that is their form of skeleton. Okay, let's look at spiders and insects. Do you think spiders are insects? Yes? No? Are they insects? Okay, generally, people assume that spiders are insects. No, spiders are not insects. Yes, a spider is a mini beast, but they do not fall under the category of insects, all right? Take note of that. They do not fall under the category of insects. They are not insects, all right? Spiders are different from insects. A lot of people assume that spiders are insects. No. But the fact is they are relatively close to insects, but they are not insects, all right? Take note of that. Spiders are not Insects. Let's look at their differences. Okay, the body shape is different. Remember the insects, we said they have the head, yes, what else? The thorax and the abdomen. Very good. The spider has only two sections, not three, like the insects do generally. So they have the two sections that they have is a combination of the head and the thorax together. That's one, and the abdomen. Take note of that. They have two sections, not three, like insects. Spiders have 8 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4 on one side, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other side. But insects have how many legs? Beautiful. 6 legs. Awesome. Very good. Spiders, how many eyes do they have? Yes, they have about they have up to 8. Yes. That's weird, right? You know what? I'll get a picture for you. A zoomed in picture of the face of a spider. It's quite scary. That's why I don't want to put it in this slide, but I'll get it for you to see. And you count the number of eyes you can see on the spider. All right? Good. The regular ants and insects have just 2 eyes. All right? Yes. And then most insects have wings. Some do not have wings. But generally, spiders do not have wings at all. Okay? Spiders do not have wings at all. And then, of course, spiders do not have antenna. I mean, they don't have antenna, but most insects have antenna. All right? Take note of that. And special focus, we're wrapping up. I want to look at the very beautiful monarch butterfly. Very beautiful monarch butterfly. It's a mini beast. Yes, it's a mini beast. And you know what's special about them? They travel as much as 100 miles a day. That's, wow, how can I describe 100 miles? 100 miles is really, really, really... Okay, the monarch butterfly can go really, 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 really far. They fly very long distances. They are very, very strong. Yes, very strong. They go far. And you know, they rely on the food they have taken in while they were growing, while they were in the caterpillar form for strength when they want to fly around, okay? The monarch butterflies smell with their antennae. Remember, they smell with their antennae, and they taste nectar and water. Guess what? With the hairs on their legs and their feet. That's weird, right? Yes, they have their sense of taste on their feet, the hair on their feet. Okay, the monarch butterflies do not bite. No, they do not bite. They can't bite you, but rather they suck up food and water from the from flowers with they have this kind of long tongue, very long, that rolls up when they're done eating. It curls up and it's called the proboscis. Okay. And then they don't live for too long, just for about 2 to 6 weeks. The average monarch butterfly lives for only 1 month. How short, right? Very short. Let's see how they develop. Okay. The adult butterfly lays eggs, and then the egg develops into larva, and then the larva develops into pre-pupa. The pre-pupa is getting ready for the pupa. That's where the chrysalis, what's called the chrysalis, forms. It's at that point the chrysalis forms. It's like a housing for the butterfly. It houses the butterfly, and it takes about 14 days for it to bloom, to grow into a mature butterfly. It takes about 14 days for it to grow into a mature butterfly. Okay, and then it goes round and round and round like that again. Lay eggs, goes to the larva, pre-pupa, the pupa, and then the adult stage. Okay, so I'm going to end with this. All monarchs are orange. Yes, all monarch butterflies have orange and black colors, but not all orange butterflies are monarchs. So be on the lookout. I want you to explore, look around you for mini beasts. Anyone you find, you can, I'll send you your worksheets. We'll go on the mini beast hunt. Okay, be careful, don't touch, just call for help, call mommy or daddy, but make sure you tick the paper, anyone you find, okay? Have fun hunting mini beasts. Bye-bye.